Gotta have my water, honey. Gotta. Gotta have my water. Gotta do the jumbo. Might just do the maxi. I like a classic bag. Gotta keep it classy. A B C D E F G. These bitches came with me. Tastes like honeycomb. Anywho, shout out to them girls that wear them pants like Kamala. How is everybody doing? I think it's Monday, so good morning. Happy Monday. I hope everybody has been having a great weekend for the most part. If you guys were able to participate in the No Kings protest, let me know. Hop down in the comments and let me know if you guys was out there advocating for your rights as an American citizen and utilizing your First Amendment. Let me know. Um, Real quick, I want to say that I was really glad to see a lot of cock Asians out there. You know what I'm saying? I wish you guys would have showed up to the polls like that, but here we are. Here we are. Okay. And maybe y'all did show up to the polls like that. It's just the fact that y'all made the decision that y'all chose to make. But aside from that, you know what I'm saying? I was glad to see a lot of cock Asians out there. Child, I saw a few of them out there trying to get some things started when they was on the opposing side. Girl, they did this one man so wrong, honey. Oh, they did this one man, and honestly, I just feel like they didn't even have to do this man like that. So this, it was one of these parades. I don't know where it was. I do not know where it was, but it was this old man walking down the street with a blue shirt. Him and his homeboys. You know what I'm saying? If they over there hollering about some no kings, the other folks over here hollering about something else, right? And it's just like it was just me and my homeboys. Okay, if you can't go to Bella Noches, where else can you go? Well, you can't bring your ass down here to where these people are over here marching. Okay, where these people are, doing what they do, rallying, protesting very peacefully. You can't bring it down there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you came out better going to Bella Noches. I don't know, but he brought his tail down there. Him and his little homeboys child. They was over there, saying whatever, whoop de woo, whoop de doo, whoop de doo. And somebody said, "Well, I got your whoop de doo, and I raised you 10." So he snatched the man glasses out, and it was a young boy. Okay, he was giving a teen or early 20s. Snatched this man glasses off, and I said, "Now you know you wrong for that. Now we out here trying to have a peaceful something, okay? And with the people trying to have a peaceful something, you could potentially entice this entire protest to be like bigger than what it is. Like it don't even got to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Baby, he snatched that man glasses off and cut out running. Baby, the man started running after him. I don't know how many times the man tripped over his own legs and fell and hit the ground. Baby, when the man got up and I saw the blood pouring from his head, I said, see how they could take these pictures? Like, you got to think about it, right? If that man does not agree with what thousands of y'all on the other side of the street are agreeing with, you ain't gotta like. It's like literally like five of them. It's like over 50,000 of y'all. Like, why are you even like let him go on and do what he gonna do? You feel me? Because the ignorance within him has been there for a very long periodically time. Let him do his thing, okay? And he started bleeding from the head, child. And I was conflicted because it was a bit of I don't feel bad, you know what I'm saying? But then I feel bad because it ain't have to go like that. Man, bleeding from the head, child. He running trying to catch up with the boy. He getting pushed, because he bumping into folks because he can't see it. The people like pushing, like, get your ass up off me. It was a mess. I don't even know if that man got his glasses back. I think he may have eventually got his glasses back. You know what I'm saying? But it was a mess down there. I saw it on social media. I don't know if it's been circulating on any like news outlets or anything like that. But they'll take any moment and try and say that it was some type of, violence down to the protest and stuff. But girl, that was crazy. I said, nah, not you came down there, miss. I told you not to bring your ass down here with these people. Okay? And that's what the energy was giving. Y'all should have just shut the hell up and walked on down there to go and get y'all a little piece of brunch or wherever y'all was finna headed to go. And you should have left them folks alone. You wouldn't even got them glasses snatched up off your face. But I just feel like he shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, now why are you gonna do that to that man? But anywho, child, that's what's going on. And that is what's going on. I wanted to come down and talk to you guys about a few things. I got a lot of stuff over here that I want us to chat about. So make sure you're coming into the video. You are liking up this video. For the most coming into the video. Let me go and take care of that. And also afterwards, you know what I'm saying? If you see the hype button, definitely go ahead and hype the video up as well. I think YouTube is taking on like some new formats and stuff. some new changes. They're constantly making updates. So a lot of times with them making those updates, it be affecting some channels. And I say affecting channels as far as like not pushing, pushing it out to the actual subscribers. I don't even know if they're doing that no more. I don't know what YouTube got going on. They're just always changing stuff. So again, follow me over there on social media. You can join Patreon for free, or you can sign up, whichever one, so that you can get the notifications. Because it do be a lot of y'all that's like, I ain't getting no notifications. I ain't getting no notifications. All right. So make sure you're checking me out over there on those other platforms. So I'm trying to see the first thing I want to get into um before we get into the meat of a lot of things. Let's see, what's the first thing I want to talk about. Okay. Real quick, I think I want to talk about this SAG AFTRA situation real quick cuz I think this is just like really crazy to me. So, let me just share my screen, child, cuz this right here is like, really, that's what we doing? That's what we doing? So I had came across an article, like a snippet over on IG, and it was about SAG-AFTRA and how a lot of the agencies are thinking about boycotting some of these casting networks because I done got this glue on my hand, child. So they're saying SAG-AFTRA reaches out to franchise agents about casting networks' decisions to charge for use of platform. All right. So they're saying SAG-AFTRA is weighing on the brewing controversy over casting networks and is planning to charge talent reps and managers for access to a platform. I kind of feel away. Now, I think are there any, I don't think you have to pay for some of them, and they already got to pay the damn agents. It's like, why they got to pay? Now, how I saw it positioned on Facebook, I mean, I'm sorry, on Instagram from one of the agents, she was saying, one of these casting agents, she was saying that they're trying to charge them to submit actors for auditions. And I just kind of feel like actors shouldn't have to be charged. I don't think actors, because it's not even a guarantee that you're going to even book. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, girl, it's really hard out here, ain't it? They're saying franchise agents are talent agents who have an agreement with the union and must follow its rules and its guidelines or whatnot. While SAG-AFTRA continues its discussions with casting networks to ensure the company fully understands how these changes impact our nationwide agenting community, we want to inform you of the interim update. Implementation of the new pricing structure for all fully franchised agents will be delayed until January 1st. All fully franchised agents will receive a 10% discount on overall fees assessed during this period. Right? They're saying SAG-AFTRA will continue to outreach with casting networks and will notify you promptly of any further updates. Okay, so I just feel like, listen, these people are already struggling. They already struggling. They trying to submit opportunities so that they can get a little piece of coin. Then they're gonna have to pay agents. That's one. I hate that the acting industry is so gate kept, though, I will say. Because some of these people be signed to agents and they just be sitting on the roster. Don't be booking nothing. And anything that you do outside of that, like, they still gonna get a cut of it. I kind of wish it was more. It kind of took a turn. I wish the acting world would have took a turn similar to music, to where you could just put your own music out on a platform. You ain't got to really have no doggone label or anything like that. Just put your music out there on the platform. You're gonna get paid for it or whatever the case is. But it's still being gate kept, and I wonder what that's gonna look like in a few years, considering the fact that a lot of these AIs, like these apps and stuff like that, they becoming so damn realistic. I'm seeing so much stuff pop up. It's this app called Sora. I don't know if you guys heard about it. Sora, and I'm hearing that it's like really dangerous because it looks so damn realistic to the point where I think they'll take your face. Like, it's like when you sign up for the app, it's like you're giving them permission, I guess, to use your face or something. And a person can take your face and put it on whatever the hell they want to put it on with this app. I'm trying to see, did I save that video over on TikTok? I'm trying to see. I don't know, or maybe it was on Instagram. But it's an app called Sora, and I know for me, I'm gonna stay away from the damn app because I'm just like, what? And a lot of the videos that I'm seeing, they look like realistic, like real as hell. Yeah, it's coming from that app Sora. So I don't know. I don't know. Is that the app that they was using when they were trying to use uh Tupac's face when they were using, was it Martin Luther King? It was just really weird. Like they're gonna have to get some control of that. But where I'm going with this, more so talking about Sora, is if they have such advanced technology to make it look real that Kobe Bryant and Tupac is in the same place, then what is that gonna look like for actors in a second when they're able to utilize this to create some of your favorite films and not even having to book any actors or anything? They could just create whatever the hell they want. And then they're gonna be making all these bukus of damn money, and y'all not gonna be benefiting from it. So I don't know. It's just I don't know. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what's gonna go on in the world. But you would hear about this though. Like you would hear about AI and how things are going to change. I probably heard about this back in like 2009, 2010, that this type of stuff was on the way. And then now here we are, and it's kind of like, wow, I can't believe we actually here. It's scary, but that's what's going on currently. And I just wanted to touch on that slightly when it comes to the actors and stuff. So, what else did I want to get into? Are y'all going to the Brandy and the Monica concert? Is anybody going to the Brandy and the Monica concert? I'm not going. I'm not going. I wish that I was. I wish I would have went ahead and got me a ticket in time, child. All right. Um, and they look like they got a really good show. Show look real good. Love that Kelly Rowland is opening up for them. I think Money Long may be a part of this concert too. So shout out to them. So you going, Miss Mays 98? Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Maya 98. Okay. I wish I would have got me some tickets and went. And I'm sure it's still not too late. But I am also, with the structure within my home, it got to be planned out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a last minute girly like I used to be. It has to be planned ahead of time so things can be in place. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm not going to be attending the concert, but the concert looks good. Unfortunately, it looks like Chicago had like not such a great night because they said the concert ended abruptly. Now, I was seeing that on Twitter and I thought somebody was lying. I'm not gonna hold you. I really thought somebody was over here just playing in people's face and just saying, "Oh, um, the concert ended early. Brandy did this, that," and I'm like, "Now, why would y'all be making this up?" Then I started seeing more, and it's like, "Girl, they ain't making it up." Like so, and I was really shocked because I've never heard of Brandy being like unprofessional like that, to where she just left the damn stage and didn't give an explanation or anything like that. She just got the fuck on. Right now, some people were saying that she was having issues with her sound. Her sound guy, she was having some type of issues. They said she went over there to talk to that person. That after that, her ass ain't come back no more. So I don't know what happened, but I do want to slide over here to Hollywood Unlocked, right? So they have some clips of things, right? Where the concert just ended abruptly. Now, I do feel like those people should get a portion of their money back because that would have pissed me the hell off if I came down there to see two people, two of my faves, and I only got a chance to see one because the other one didn't finish her damn set. I think so. I think people should get a piece of money back, but I don't know if they are or not. So y'all let me know. Okay, so y'all are having a second show coming back to Atlanta December 4th. Would you be able to go back? You talking about Atlanta. Oh. Now let me think about that. December 4th. I did not know that now. Now let me tell you. I would if my it's gonna be able to sit in the section 100. Now, if I have to sit any higher than that, will not be going. Understand? Because if that's the case, if I can't be closer to the stage, it's really giving I watch you bitches on TikTok or YouTube when they put the whole thing up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna see about that December 4th, and I'm gonna see what kind of seats they got. What day is that? Actually, let me see. What day is that? December 4th. That's a Thursday night. Hmm. Ooh, that don't sound too bad. I'm gonna see. They just will have to have some seats, and the price better be reasonable. What are the prices? Y'all let me know what are the prices. But I'm gonna play this while y'all let me know what the prices are for this. Okay. Shout out to the almost 300 people we have in the chat. If we could get to 100, y'all know I'm gonna be asking y'all for my likes. Period. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Real quick. So let's see. So the concert was going beautifully until what? It was all going good, and then Brandy got off stage and never came back. How you gonna do Chicago like that? Of course, our happiness turned. So I'm wondering, like, why ain't nobody make no announcement? She literally walking off the stage, still singing, giving the show as she should. Oh nah, she's going to the sound guy. They're messing up something. And I think that may have pissed her the hell off. 207 ain't bad. 207 not bad. That's not bad at all. Oh, that's crazy. So she's still over there talking to these people about her damn sound. Yeah, that had to be what pissed her off. They said Monica was crying. I don't know what or why. Brandy right before she left the stage. So she was having a good time. She was rocking out, doing her thing. Monica coming out. Okay.
It took 27 years to figure out what we were supposed to be. And what I'm realizing is we are not too many other people in the midst of what was just supposed to be us. So, and I'm just the way I feel. As I say, thank you each and every one of you. I want y'all to make some noise all around this room.
So she came to announce that Miss Girl had to leave early. Damn. So a lot of people felt like Brandy left because she was just upset and she was just mad with the sound. I mean, I would have been pissed with the sound too, but at the same time, I'm probably gonna still stay and give the people a show, you know. And I'm not gonna compare her to another artist because y'all know every time artists do something, we be ready to compare them to be, but I'm not gonna do that. Brandy did come to the front and she gave a statement, and this is what she said. All right. She says, to my dear fans in Chicago, thank you all for the overwhelming love, support, and most importantly, your prayers. I sincerely apologize for the abrupt end to last night's performance in Chicago. After weeks of nonstop rehearsals, last night I experienced dehydration and feelings of wanting to faint. Everyone involved agreed that prioritizing my well being was the utmost importance. I still made the decision to try and return and give it my all despite not feeling okay with having to make having to make some adjustments and the show being very technical. Unfortunately, it was impossible to fully connect sonically with the production. I really appreciate everyone's best efforts. All right. She says, I'm deeply regretful to my sister Monica for stepping up. I'm sorry, grateful. Sorry. I'm deeply grateful to my sister Monica for stepping up with such grace and professionalism and the entire crew for their continued care and support. I went from the arena to see a doctor nearby and have taken the proper precautions to help move forward, right? She says you're understanding peace and all of that. Okay. So she's saying that she wasn't feeling good. She wasn't feeling good. So it seemed like she wasn't feeling good, and some of the technicalities or whatever, it wasn't doing so great either. Right. So and two things could be true. Maybe she wasn't feeling well, and maybe she needed, her sound louder so maybe she could not sing the full time and have some of the audio track playing and stuff like that. She probably was trying to push through. So two things could be true. I don't like the narratives that people have been trying to paint it out to be, trying to say something like, "Oh, I knew it was an issue with her and Monica. I knew it was an issue with them. They can't never work together. They can't never get it together, and this and that and the other." And it's like, girl, it's too much footage, girls and guys. It's too much footage going around to show y'all that it ain't had nothing to do with the both of them, right? They didn't have the issue. She was either, well, two things could be true. She was not feeling her best, and then they had some difficulties when it came to the tech portion of it all. So yeah, but I will say, Brandy got her ass back up there on that stage. The next night, where was it? Indianapolis, and they said she did her thing. So they fulfilled it. I hate that Chicago, man. Chicago, they just been doing, y'all just been getting done in down in Chicago. Okay. Whew, they just been wearing y'all out. And I'm sorry. It's a lot going on. Y'all got ice down there showing their ass. You know. You got this concert, you thought you was gonna be able to go and relieve some stress and have a good time, and you only left stressed the hell out even more because Brandy ass done walk the hell off the stage, and you don't know if you're gonna get a piece of your money back or if they're gonna give y'all another show or what. You know what I'm saying? So I hate that for Chicago. They be on y'all. I'm sorry, but if I'm able to go, I'm definitely gonna go check the girls out. And Kelly, ma'am, Kelly, I just need to know what is the workout routine, bitch. What are you eating? Grass, green juices all day? Like what you doing? Because as much as we believe these people have money and they probably going and they probably having lipo and all this and that, I'm not gonna say that's Kelly because I feel like Kelly has always maintained a nice shape. I think that a slim shape is what I'll say. I think she's toned up more, right? I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck is the routine. What are y'all doing? Now, I mean, Beyonce, she'll really stress her body out. Like, she will literally stress her body out to where she on a damn water diet. And girl, ain't nobody got time. Like, that lady got a different type of mental. Different type of mental. And really, I need the mental that y'all got. What y'all got going on? Between Kelly, Beyonce, and Angela Bassett. Now, Angela Bassett did kind of tell people what it is that she does. She gave people the whole play when she did like an interview one time. But and Beyonce did too when she did the Homecoming documentary. She kind of gave a play of some of the things that she does as well. But Kelly, baby, it's your turn because I don't think I've ever heard Kelly give us the play. You know who else need to give me the play? Sierra, come here, come here, girl. Have a seat and give us the play. What you doing? Cause when Sierra had gained weight, she got kind of like thick, big, just like a little bit. And I actually thought it looked good on her. And then at some point, you could tell that she started losing it. And I don't know if she was just like doing a lot of work for her music and videos, that it probably came off because she was just, in the studio dancing and working a lot. But let us know what the play is. And while we're speaking on people's weight and sizes, y'all know Ashanti, right? Ashanti recently gave birth to her baby boy that she shares with rapper Nelly. And since having that baby, of course, any woman, then sat up here, you got pregnant, not sat up here and got pregnant, but any woman that's been with child, gave birth, I mean, you're going to gain weight, right? You're going to gain weight and stuff. And I just think people should be a little more gentle with the ladies. You know what I'm saying? After your body goes through so much trying to bring a human into this world and stuff. She has gained weight. I feel like Ashanti's weight in my personal looks good on her. I understand for herself and if she may have some body dysmorphia or whatnot, because we're used to seeing ourselves in a certain light. And then you get older and nobody really thinks about the fact that grown woman weight is gonna hit you. And when grown woman weight hits you, it don't have to look bad at all. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like the fact that people was literally out here talking about some damn poor Nelly and trying to drag Ashanti for how she looks versus how she used to look like. She's a fucking mom. And everybody's not trying to rush to get up under the table and suck all this stuff out to be picture perfect for a lot of y'all people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think people should just really ease up on Ashanti just a little piece. I think she looks good. I don't think Nelly is complaining while y'all talk about some damn poor Nelly. That was crazy. Poor Nelly. Then you had this one dude trying to drag Ashanti, and he happened to be a bigger guy himself. You think he didn't get drugged? Not you over here being big for no reason. And well, I don't know if it's a reason or not, right? Tied to his size or whatever. But you over here dragging this woman after she literally gave birth. Everybody, she just trying to nurse her baby, do her shows, and move on. Now, what I will say when it comes to Ashanti, the one thing that I don't really like is how her stylists dress her for her shows. That's the only thing that I'm not always crazy about, right? I think, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I mean, of course, she may always try to wear this belt to try to hide away from the midsection and stuff. But I think, I don't know. It's something about it. It just don't be looking right all the time. It doesn't really complement the new size of Ashanti. And I think they just got to work on properly styling her, in my personal. But as far as the weight, I think Ashanti looks great. And I think that when she's ready to slim down, she will. She will. Ashanti, I'm sure, got access to Sierra, Kelly, and all them other folks. So when she's ready to know what their program is slim down and get focused with with a trainer or whatever, she will. I did kind of check out their show a little bit over there on Peacock. And I think she did have a trainer for a little bit, but I don't think Ashanti was trying to like really work out at that time. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, maybe she's just not at that place right now, and maybe she'll get there, and maybe she won't. You know, it is what it is. But it's crazy because we do often have a lot to say about people when they either gain a lot of weight or they lose a lot of weight drastically. And we don't know what her circumstances could be as to why she still has a lot of weight on. We don't know. She could be trying to work out, trying to lose it. She might have some situations going on that makes her, gain this weight. And then when people drastically lose weight, sometimes they may be sick. So I don't know. I feel like sometimes everything that we think don't always have to come out of our mouth, just a little bit. Not everything that we think gotta come out of our mouth. Yikes. Just a little bit. Anyway, girl, let's keep going because there is something else I wanted to get into. And it's this story that's crazy to me about a 17-year-old. I'm not sure if y'all heard about this story or not, but let me get him up here on this screen real quick. Where is this? Have y'all seen this story about this 17-year-old boy that ended up going to getting arrested for disciplining his sibling? I said, now what now? And I'm having mixed feelings about it, so we're gonna talk about it, okay? So what they're saying is that this is a 17-year-old boy from Georgia, from my understanding, right? He was arrested after trying to discipline his little sister with a belt. All right, as he was left in charge of his 8 siblings while their mother was gone. And my question is, was Miss Ma'am at work? Where was you at when he was at home with all these damn kids, right? So I'm gonna leave that up and go over here. So they're saying a 17-year-old boy from Augusta, Georgia, identified as Stanley Lomax, was arrested and charged with first-degree cruelty to children after reportedly trying to discipline his 11-year-old sister with a belt. The incident happened on September 26 when Lomax was left in charge of his 8 younger siblings while their mother was away. Deputies responded to the family's home after the children's father contacted law enforcement about the situation. Huh? Huh? Said what? This can't be. This has to be a fake story. I have been looking online trying to find an actual news story that has like a news company that's reported on it, and I have not found a news article. But I've found things on social media where people have talked about it, and I'm so confused because at 17, and I'm not saying, I don't know. I don't know to which the extent the belt was used on the child, because I mean he could have broke skin or something like that. I don't know as to why he would be charged with that. But my question is, where are the charges for the mom who left him home alone with all them kids? Granted, he is 17, so he technically could be at home alone. But at the same time, does she get anything for this? And then what about the father? You called the cops, but where was you at? Was you at work or something as to why you couldn't watch some of these kids? Or do you just have one child out of the 8 that's yours, and that's the one that he popped with a belt or something? I'm just, how are y'all feeling about this? Cause I'm having a hard time. Like, damn, y'all done arrested this baby for using a belt on his sibling when he should have never been put in that position to begin with. Where the fuck was the mama at? Right? And we'll get into more of that. So they're saying Lomax was taken into custody and booked in the Charles Webster Detention Center where he was held without bond. Right? They're saying the case has drawn attention online because of the circumstances. A teenage boy trying to manage 8 siblings alone, and the fine line between traditional discipline and criminal child abuse. They're saying many social media users have debated whether the punishment should have resulted in an arrest, highlighting broader issues of parental responsibility, cultural norms, and youth caregiving under pressure. Listen, I don't disagree with none of that. Like the youth caregiving under pressure. 8 siblings, bruh. So that would mean he's the ninth child. and he's 17 years old, put in a position to be a man to and a parent to all of these kids, it pisses me the fuck off. Like, I'm sorry. This is what I hate. And I told y'all about this before on the channel. If you're new, then whoop-de-doo. Okay? That's one thing that I hate. I hate when fucking parents have all these children and not even all, right? Even you can have 2 kids. I'm sorry, not 2, but 3 is what I'm thinking about because I'm reflecting on an actual situation that I witnessed when I was growing up as a child and I didn't understand it. Where that person is in charge of getting the kids up in the morning, getting them fed, put their clothes on, right? Disciplining them. You can't do this, you can't do that. It's like you are the oldest child is like the liaison to the parent type of shit. Like, you, in order to talk to mama, you got to go through me. Like, bitch, this is not, girl, you are not the heavenly father. Like, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? In order to get to mama, you got to go through me type of shit. And then it often happens, of course, from what I've seen in single parent households, primarily women, right? Because the dads don't be as damn active. And it's like, yeah, I want to drag the mama for having additional kids, but I want to drag them as fathers too. Because had you been playing your role and doing your part, then this child doesn't have to show up like that with their siblings. They didn't have other kids. They didn't have these kids. And then that's another thing that be killing me too. Y'all can barely manage the few that you got. And then you go on to have more. What? And then now this child has been put in this position to parent 8 children. And once he tries to discipline them, because obviously the mother gave him reins to do so, then now he's being arrested because the sister did not want to get whooped with the belt. And then they also allege from other things that I read that the sister tried to say that, oh, he had he had stomped on my head and he did this and he did that to me, only to find out that he didn't. The boy didn't do none of the stuff that the sister was claiming. He only used the belt on her. That was the only thing. And I'm trying to find that portion. Give me 1 second. Was it this one here? I think it was. Okay, is it this one? Okay, yeah. Let's get back into this, okay? So it says, police in Augusta arrested a 17-year-old boy, as we are aware of that, for disciplining his 11-year-old sister while supervising 8 younger kids, right? Now, according to reports, some of the children initially told the officers he had stomped on her head and punched her, but investigators reviewed the footage to show that he didn't. He only struck her with a belt. That was it. Right? So the team was charged with first degree cruelty to children. And let me say this too. I wholeheartedly believe that the frustration and the pressure put onto an older child can make them lash out on their younger siblings, right? Because they don't want to do this anyway and they forced to watch y'all and they just the kid themselves trying to manage their own emotions. And now they're put in this role. You getting on my nerves. So it's like, why they you have grown adults that can't even have emotional intelligence when it comes to their children. That they'll just lash off and start being their ass or whatever the case is. So I mean, he may have done some things to these kids that, they may not have liked. Like, maybe he could have shoved them. I don't know. I don't want to put that in his mouth because I'm not sure. But I'm sure some of that pressure could have come out that he projected onto his siblings, right? But to say that your brother stomped on your head and punched you, girl. And it was the other kids that were saying it only for them to watch the tape and see that the boy just hit you with a belt. Don't take me back to that house, Your Honor. No, I don't want to go back in there. I don't want them charges either. Because it's going to affect me for the rest of my life. And I was just trying to help my family out. But I don't want to go back to that house. I don't want to go. I don't want to do it. They lied on me. And I'm the one that gotta do everything. I gotta watch the kids. I gotta go to school and do what I gotta do. I want to get a job, the little piece of job I do get. My mama want the money. And then, when I lost my job, she said, I don't need no job. I can't have no job because I got to sit up here and watch my siblings. I don't want to go back there, Your Honor. Don't take me back. It's what it's given. Because I won't want to go back in that bitch either. Don't take me back, Your Honor. Don't take me back in that hole. If this what it got to be, that it's going to affect my life for the rest of my fucking life, and I'm barely even able to live the piece of life that I do got as a 17-year-old child, that I'm getting charges, don't take me back there. I don't want to go fuck y'all. F y'all people, okay? Fuck y'all. I'm not going back. I hate it for this baby, but we're gonna get into more because the mama gonna put a statement out. I be wanting to fight these folks. Girl, I ain't been in a fight since what, junior high school, but I be wanting to fight. I be wanting to fight y'all. Okay. So here she goes. I'm pissed. Like all I saw was this first line at the bottom that says, "Son, mommy feels so hopeless." And I really want to go in her just a little piece. But I also try to be understanding a little bit to her situation because of how the world is set up and how capitalism works. Now, I don't know if this mama was out partying when this boy was watching his siblings or if she was actually out working, right? Because regardless of how many children you have, you are expected to work. Some parents don't even have this many and they have to get two jobs just to provide for the household. And in order to, give your child certain things, putting them in certain programs, the best clothes and stuff, sometimes it's going to require you to be away from the house because you have to, you know, go and either go. Some parents be in school, right? Trying to get degrees and stuff. Some working multiple jobs, if not getting a degree and working multiple jobs. And it just takes time away from the child. And it's the way that this world is set up that adds so much more stress and pressure on us, you know, as parents as to why they may show up like this. But for her, it is a little different for me because you got 8 to 9 children. America is a fool, but America has been a fool for a long time. This ain't that new. You likely may have potentially, depending, okay, the way this the administration going, but you likely have more opportunities of getting work than you may have previously. All right. Even if that is social media, however you go about, you may have more opportunities, right? So, and then, you have more opportunities to probably be able to be at home a little more, possibly. But all in all, I feel like you probably were struggling to manage 2 to 3 of them. So for you to go on to have 5 to 6 more is crazy to me. So I have to fault the mama, but we're gonna get into this. So at the bottom, she says, "Son, mommy feels so hopeless without you here with me. You always tell me, mommy, don't stress yourself. It's going on 2 weeks without you at home with me, and Lord knows I need you. Free my son now so he can come home and watch them kids." I don't doubt she care about a child. It's a baby. I'm sure she does. She gave birth to him, raised him up to 17, tried to keep him out of trouble. Maybe she feel like him being at home watching his siblings will keep his ass out of trouble. I'd rather him be at home watching his siblings than him being out here in the street keeping up gang activity or something. You feel me? So I get that, right? But let's keep going. She says, "As a mother, my heart is heavy seeing my son being judged online." No, 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 no. We judging you. Now, maybe there are some people, okay, because there's always opposing opinions, right? Where people are likely judging her child. So that's possible, right? So she says, "I want to share the full story from my perspective. I'm a hardworking mom raising 10. 10? Bitch, I'm thinking it's like 8, maybe 9, but it's 10 of them. Okay, let's keep going. Do you have at least 5 baby daddies that could help out? Do you have at least 5? Are any of them on child support? Are they around? I don't know her circumstances and who she was before or what she got caught up in. Maybe out of this 10, she could have potentially said, I'm going to keep my pregnancy, I'm going to keep my kids, and then fucked around and had maybe quadruplets, honey. Maybe it's a set of 4. Maybe it's 2 sets of twins. I don't know. As to what she got these 10. But she says, I'm a hardworking woman raising 10 children on my own with no help. My oldest son is 18 and Stanley is not my oldest. So where he was at? The oldest one must say, I ain't doing this shit. Unless they was in college. Said, I have only 2 baby fathers. Ooh, it's 2 of them. So you had about 10. So did you have about 10? I'm sorry, did you have about 5 with each one? Or was it 7 and 3, 6 and 4? Like, what was it? Because he should have had them. Or somebody on his family side should have came in and watched them children. Or he should have put in on a sitter to at least come and sit at the house for a good portion of that. Okay. So let's keep going. Lord have mercy. She says, I only have two baby fathers and I take care of all my kids by myself. Stanley wasn't babysitting 8 children. To what's being said, I work every day to provide for them to make sure they have food, a safe home, and everything they need. Everything that was said in the article is a lie. Stanley is not cruel to children. For 2 years, he works with kids. Okay. He works with kids. He's always been responsible, caring, and kind. He loves his siblings deeply and is truly a good child. I will not let false information misrepresent him. I was at work when this happened. The kids had just gotten home. The article is talking about is my 11-year-old daughter who's been having behavior problems lately. Suspended from school, talking back to adults, even trying to fight others, even authority. Okay. I'm just trying to think about this piece just a little bit. Um so she's having these issues. I think as a mom when you notice this, it's time to get her some consistent counseling. So if there's a way that you probably could set some up with the school or she talks to the counselor often, I don't know, cuz sometimes those kids don't want to talk, but I think you also need to remind her like like don't yell at her, right? In my opinion, I feel like you should like talk to her, let her know that mommy is still a safe space if there's anything that you're dealing with that you need to talk to me about. Like, I know it may appear that I'm busy, but for you I'm always available. And I feel like if you got to drop something to show up for her to make sure that she don't self-destruct any more than what she already is, I just feel like when I hear that, that means that she needs more attention, and that's either coming from you, her dad, or both of y'all, right? Because ain't no telling what other pressures are being put on her at just 11 years old. If he's having the pressure of watching all these kids at 17, it's something I don't know. And it highly leaves me to believe that she has absolutely no respect for you as the primary caregiver of her. I feel like she has no respect for you, which is why she shows up in other spaces with lack of respect for others. Um, and it's tough. It's tough. She chose to have all these kids. She chose to keep all these kids, and she's having to manage a lot of different feelings on top of her own, right? So I feel like these be the conversations where people say money isn't everything. These are some of those things. Like, yeah, you can have all the money in the world to put your kids in different programs and stuff, but they still could lack respect for your ass and show up and show their ass at the school because it's something that they're not getting at home. But that's just my assumption. I'm not a counselor, psychologist. I'm not none of that, but that's just my opinion. Okay. Um, and that's where it makes to me sometimes celebrities and regular people the same in that arena, right? When it comes to like discipline, emotional structure, all of that, I think it makes y'all the same because a lot of times parents think that they could just provide. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. Except for the things that they really need to be given. And then y'all end up having these type of children, sometimes. So, but the good thing for her mom is that this baby is 11 years old. So you have time to change that, right? It may be we're going to have mommy's day, right? Or, I'm going to have daughter's day where you get 3 hours with me. I'm going to take out this entire day and I'm going to focus on my daughters and we're going to do this. Me and you going to do this together. What you want to do? Me and you going to do this together. So it's just I think mama may need some help. Mama may need some help. She may need some guidance as well, in my opinion, when it comes to parenting these children. Um, but she's gonna need that. But I think that a lot of times because I was once, a single mom, but like I think a lot of times single moms like we'll just pick up like I got it, don't worry about it. But it's like, nah, make them niggas do their part. I'm sorry, like they're gonna have to. Like, I mean, unless it's just not a safe environment because he like a drug dealer type girl, whatever. You don't know who he gonna have your child around this week or next week or whatever the case is. But you might have to like, hey, I'm gonna need some help. You need to get your child and drop her off at that doorstep or something. Like some, I don't know. Some need to happen. Okay? Because I'm not gonna say that. I don't think that's nice. But I will say that I just feel like you were a harvesting center for them, right? You sat up there and you had all them babies, and I just feel like they probably more than likely showed you ahead of time. They showed you that they weren't gonna do that with the first few kids, and then you just killed. Like that's tied to your self esteem and your confidence and stuff, your insecurity and stuff about you, and you probably got your own childhood trauma that you gotta heal, right? And then go on and try to heal your child. She don't got no respect for you. I'm telling you, people be thinking just because kids are like 11 years old and they ain't living enough life, and they be seeing what's going on. They be knowing what's going on, and they be starting to form opinions about you and thinking like, yeah, I think that how she shows up in the world is because of her lack of respect for you as the primary parent in her household. And maybe the daddy too, but a lot of times when the dads don't be in the household, not all the times, but sometimes when the dads aren't in the household, some of the kids still think the world of the dad, because the dad will show up when it's time to get them little things, right? Oh, you want this, let me give you that, let me give you. So the times that they have with their dads are the good moments, because the dads is just giving them stuff, but they're not there for the hard moments when it comes to like disciplining, creating structure around their lives and stuff. So it's easier to dump on the mama versus it is the in and out dad, the rotating door ass father, right? But let's keep going. It's sad though. Um, where are we? All right. So she says that her daughter has been having these behavioral issues. She says the same person who called the police was his dad, someone who doesn't even take care of the kids when the police ask for their names and birthdays. I was the one who knew all. She says, I'm the one that knew all of it, not him. If you were really their father, why didn't you come and see what was going on and handle the situation yourself? Yes, I have 9 kids by the one that called the police. Unfortunately, all this is because he wants to be off child support. Free my baby. CC the comments. Girl, not you got 9 kids, so that's what it is. 9 and 1. 9 and 9 kids with him? Oh, girl. 9 kids. I'm over here trying to hop to this Facebook to see something real quick. That's crazy. Can I find her? 9 and 1 is insane. This lady really do got 9 kids. 7, 8, 9. Charlie lady got 3 girls, and the rest of them is boys. My God, today. This lady really do got 9 children, y'all. And she look like a child herself. Ah, oh my. Ah, well, let me see. Did she take the post down? Look like she did. Wow, wow, wow. Ah, girl. Child. Somebody says, I don't know. You just have read articles and knew there had to be more to the story. How legally can they keep your son for over 2 weeks? Honestly, people that go drink and drive get bonded out the next day. Something wrong with the system. Most states now let you bail out the next day on a signature. I feel for you as a mom, and I'm gonna do research, see if I can help. Wow. Mm, 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 mm. So they still haven't let him out after 2 weeks. Now this was on October 16th, which was just a few days ago. Child, that's sad. That's sad. Y'all, that lady really do got all them children. And she look young herself. I don't know how old she is, but I hope they figure that out. And she's over there in Augusta. And then what's even more sad is her mom has passed away, according to her post. Her mom passed away last year in March. So to be going through all of that, you got all these children, and I guess the one person that would have helped would have been your mom. And now you don't even have her. Girl, I need you to drop the bomb. Who is the bomb? I'm talking about that baby daddy. Who is he? Who is that, honey? Who is that? Did y'all see that post over on y'all, that's so sad. Did y'all see that TikTok of this girl that was going ham about her this guy she was with, and he ended up breaking up with her? I think they had got married or something, and she found out that he was cheating on her. I'm trying to see if I can find it. And I felt bad, like she really was online in a wedding dress crashing the hell out. I said, my God, today. My God, today. Listen, y'all, I used to be a person that used to like, I want to say police, but not really police that, but I used to be a person that would, have things to say about folks that would get online and cry and all of that. But I mean, those people get online. I personally feel like you are going to have some people that's trolling and seeking attention, but I also feel like other folks are needing help because they probably ain't got nobody else in their lives that's listening to them. Um, so I try not to really judge these folks too much. I hope I don't get flagged with this music she got playing. So if I do, I'm gonna have to edit it out, child. That was sucky bucky, but Miss Man was over here going ham. You feel me? Let me pause this. Cause my girl was falling out. I said, Jesus. And then the guy, y'all, honestly, the guy wasn't in to be even falling out over. But for real, that don't be mattering because once a person gets to your heart and stuff, people don't be looking at looks. Like once they fall in love with a person and all of that, they be, it ain't even about looks no more. It's about their heart. It's about how you make them feel and stuff. So it may not be what a lot of other women may be interested in. You know what I'm saying? But that's where they were. Let me get into that real fast.
Your face is like a superpower.
I talked to him today. I talked to him. He said, it's all my fault. I'm to blame. He said I should never did all that. He's right. I should never did that. It's my fault. He said, why the fuck did I crash out? He said, I should never did that, y'all. And I think I'm the problem.
Girl, the fact that he sat up here and he done convinced you that you are the problem. You just need that. You just gotta go therapy, y'all. I know it be sounding cliche. I know we say it all the time, y'all, but therapy can work wonders when you have an unbiased ear. You are releasing everything and you're getting the proper tools to work through your situation. Therapy will have you not settling for the bullshit that you settled for before. Okay. And when she comes out of this, she gonna be looking, this might be cringeable moments for her, or it may not be so much as cringe because she put this online. It may just be a situation where she's like, damn, I can't even believe I allowed myself to even go through some shit like that. And then when you look back at it, he ain't doing no better. Honestly, I know y'all may have breakups, and it seems like the other person doing well after the breakup and stuff like that. Not necessarily, give it some time, because when you're in your space of healed and you finally come out of it, they ain't got shit going on. They really ain't doing that because they didn't do the work. They just hop to the next thing. That's how they avoid dealing with their own emotions and stuff. But they ain't talking about shit. But let's keep going.
I'm the problem. Do you understand? I go to social media. And I post and shit. Why the fuck I keep putting our business on the fucking internet? Why the fuck I keep putting our business on the internet? I don't stop. I got to be stopped. Geeky got to be stopped. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's my fault. It's my fault. I should never did that shit. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Brandon, I tell you, in front of the whole world, I'm sorry. Him and his mom, his family, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I keep posting on the internet. I may stop. But I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm crazy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. The Jones family, I'm sorry. It's my fault. It's my fault. It's my fucking fault. It's my fault, and I'm so sorry. He asked me, bet you won't go on there and show them who you really is.
Yeah, nah. This is really sad. I slick want to cry for her that she believes that about herself and feeling as though she owes him an apology. This is a video between them where she says, "The day I realized my husband doesn't want me, I kept trying to get his attention. He looked at other girls like he was embarrassed of me." It's crazy. He's not trying to be bothered at all. Child. But I don't know. I mean, it could be that he was just tired trying to chill. It could be that she been doing this all the time. So I just want to chill out. Or it could be that, like she said, this when I realized that he did not want me. Miss Girl has been, she's been going, she's been going ham. Um, she put this up. They're playing the same song of "I Prayed for You." This same song, and he up here all into it with his fake ass. She said, "If you would have told me 6 months from now that he wouldn't feel like this no more, I would never believe it." Mm-mm. Sad. Sad. Did I still have that other? I don't know if I had the other video where she was kind of trying to explain how he ended up getting her, after pretty much having her heart broken a lot of times. And then you got this guy that's coming in, you know. Girl, why I thought about Cardi, bitch? Because she didn't say this, but why I'm thinking about let me heal you, hoe? Huh? Why did that come across my head? But basically, that's what the man did. Came in, wanted to love her, this, that, that, and all that other shit. And is this the video? I don't know if this is the one or not.
I got toe up. Every man that ever came in my life, I, they hurt me, right? So I took 2 years. 2 years. I didn't date nobody. I didn't talk to nobody. He came in my life after blue. He came in my life after blue, right? And I said, God, he got to be the one, right? He got to be the one. Because I wasn't looking for nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I just knew he was the one, right? My kids' dad left. They said, fuck my kids. I raised my kids by myself. My grandma helped me. I've been through hell and back. So you know what? This ain't his fault. The problem is, I can't take no more. That's the problem. I can't take no more. You understand?
Whew. Girl, I'm stressed for you, honey. So that's what she got going on. Um, let's see. So I don't know if she lost her girls or not, but let's get into this post because I was like a little confused, just a little piece over here. So somebody put in the comments, she didn't lose her girls. The girls been with the granny because they just got back from the cruise that Saturday. CPS came from when the police were called out due to her pulling on him and his son, which the son told the police everything that was going on. So that's how CPS got called out. She thought her husband filed charges, but actually he didn't. So some of the things she's saying is not true. She still talks to him daily and trying to figure things out. It's always three sides of the story. I'm praying for healing and peace of for the both of them. So are you the third side of the story? Since it's three sides, his side, her side, and I guess you. Oh, okay. So then the girl says, if you're gonna tell my story, tell it correctly. She says, I do not know you, lady. You don't know my story. You don't know what's going on. You're making up your own story so you can get a win. I just where the kids at then? Where they at? So the kids done got snatched up. So you done lost the man and the children. You done lost the man and the kids. I'm over here looking at different. Huh? So yeah, she does need to let him go. You have to let him go. I just don't get it. I thought he was my end. So she's really, she's really she needs some hugs. All right. She says, I recorded this moment so I can always remember to never feel like this again. If I ever decided to go back, I can look back at this video and remember the pain, the torture I never want to feel ever again. And it's crazy when you on your journey, I'm sure, and you ain't trying to date nobody, you ain't trying to do all of that, be linked up, none of that, right? And then you turn around, you let somebody in, and then they play you to the left. Because I believe she said that he was caught cheating on her or something like that. So let's see, what else is this one? A fake thing.
And I'm not gonna do it long because I'ma save it, whatever. But I just had a decent. My girl Jen got me at the house and she took my hair down. She laid, died, and did it right. Y'all see that? Isn't that right? Two phones, and I'll show y'all the phone on live, and I will show y'all that I posted a GoFundMe. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Thank you, Jessica. I'm not gonna do it. This is why. This is how I know that this was the end, y'all, for my marriage. This what made me really come back to life. Because when everything started crinkling and I started losing my motherfucking mind, God actually was talking to me. Like he actually got me out of this. I started getting blessings and blessings. And I'm not going to speak the blessings because it's clear that a lot of people hate me. But I started getting blessings and blessings. Y'all finna see them blessings. Y'all about to see it. Don't worry. I'm not the type of person to play nobody, lie to nobody. Hell no. No, not me. Matter of fact, my husband, love him dearly. Love him dearly. My ring is somewhere around here. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm not saying I'm perfect and all that. I'm great. I'm about to turn up. I'm really not. Because I got invited out today and I just didn't want to go party. I did go, get it laid died. She did me. My girl did it and she did it free of charge, y'all. You see what I mean? Blessings. I done got somebody to call me and tell me, um, I can get a free wax. Like people are really coming through for me. And y'all think this is a game. Y'all think this is a game. I don't want no money. I don't want no GoFundMe. Save the GoFundMe for people that are dying, y'all. Just like
So
that.
the reason she's talking about the GoFundMe is because somebody created one with her face and her name saying it was hers, and she put up a post saying that's not her at all. She does not have a GoFundMe.
Save it for people that really need it. People that on their last deathbed and, they need the money. I'm going to be okay. I give myself a couple months. I'm going to find me. I don't want to talk too much, but I'm going to be okay. Come on now. Y'all want a story time. Y'all do. I get it. But I just want to, want to get myself better. I want to get back to the bad bitch Kiki. I want to get my nails done. I want to get my hair done, and I want to come on here. I want to get cute. I want to go have me a little drink something slight, nothing crazy. And I want to come on here and I want to talk to y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all every little thing. I do a Q&A. I'll tell y'all. But to tell y'all right now, it was not a prank. It wasn't. If it's a prank, then go explain that girl Ashley Lowe, that keep posting fake pages. She posts a page saying he in my bed. She posts a page saying it was a joke. She posts a page. I feel like this is her. I do. Or I feel like it's her. I don't even think it's his family. Because I don't think his family want no smoke with y'all. Because y'all coming through. So I don't think his family want no smoke with y'all. All I want to do is focus on getting the CPS stuff out the way, bringing my baby girls back home with me, and being good. You know, hopefully we have a new home.
So
Ooh.
you said that lady didn't know what the hell she was talking about, but your kids is gone with CPS? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the hell had happened.
Who knows what to say? The wax. I'm thinking about it, but I thought it was just a little odd to, you know, I was just like, right now. But I will inbox her back, and I did follow her back, so I won't lose her. You know, y'all gonna see. Go back and look. It just, I be crashing out sometimes. I'm working on it. I'm gonna go get some help. I promise. I'm gonna get some mental help. I'm gonna take y'all through everything. Cause if y'all look at my page, I always take y'all through everything. This is y'all. It's just y'all new here. But it was 183,000 people that know me, and they know I take them through everything. When I do go to the doctor, I'm going to do a blog. I'm going to say, let's go get the medicine, y'all. Let's go. When I go to the therapy, I don't think I can record, but I'll let y'all know how it went. And hopefully the fucking therapist don't call the CPS on me, because you know they did that to me before. I thought I was trying to get help from my baby father when he beat me down to the ground with a newborn in my hand, and I dropped my baby. Yeah, when I was getting help, I told the lady how I pulled the knife out on him. I did, and when I told her that, the next day, guess what?
What?
Guess what? The CPS was at my door. I know it don't look like I know it look like I don't got a good streak. Yeah, I can be a good actor. Yeah, I can. Please, Tui, Tyler Perry,
Now, why would you say
whoever.
that?
I made it clear. I always wanted to act. That's not a game.
Oh, okay.
I made it clear. I always want to do content. This is not a game. Maybe God say, baby, this is your charm. Maybe God say, yeah, I hurt you, but look at what I'm doing for you. That's probably what he want. And I just want to be the person that people comment and they say, we made the right person famous. I just want to make everybody proud. I done said this, and I'm gonna say this again. Since I was a little girl, I used to say my prayers, and I used to tell God, tell the whole world that I love them. How much heart do I got? Heart surgery? Y'all see that? That's why I have tattoos on my chest. As people talk about my chest, because I try to cover up the heart surgery.
Okay.
I had heart surgery, 14 years old. I've been telling my story for years. It's just y'all just not hearing me. But I refuse to be like the world we live in. I refuse. I refuse to make my kids think that everybody is mean. No, my kids, I know that I have these moments so bad to the point where but
Okay.
guess what? I believe in
So
karma.
she's working on that. Yeah, she's gonna go get some help and stuff, which I support. I think you should go get the help that you need, 1000%. Um, yeah. I see some people just hopped in the chat. This is a young woman on TikTok who was recently married. Um, And after 6 months of being married, her husband decided to leave her. And it's been a lot going on. She took to social media in her wedding dress where she got to crying and everything, trying to, I guess, purge the feelings of this marriage and stuff. She also had her children taken away from her. There with CPS. So not sure if the husband had something to do with it, or somebody said the son told the police everything they have. I don't know. I don't even know how we got to the CPS. Right. I don't know if she started hooping and hollering, police was called or whatever. It sounds like she may have a condition or a situation that meds are involved or whatnot, and she just needs to get back on that. But at the same time, crashing out online over losing somebody, I mean, like, with or without meds, people have done it. People have cried. People have been emotional, sad. Some people do it with words. They'll, put a whole bunch of words out there, text or whatever. Then you got some people that get on camera. They'll talk about it. Some people shed tears about it, cry about it. Like, this is just where we are. And that's what she was doing. She was kind of venting to her people online about the situation she's going through with her, I guess, soon to be ex-husband.
So are y'all with me or y'all not? Listen, why ain't nobody putting two and two together that the same side posted is making fake pages? Why y'all not putting that together? If that was a prank, then please sign me up for the next movie, because my heart was my heart dropped. My heart was not even, matter of fact, it was an outer body experience. Like, I, the real ones know. The real ones know my content. I have never pranked around or play. I'm happy go lucky. That is me. Crashing out on the internet, drinking, CPS, cops, guns. I mean, whatever. I mean, pum pums, whatever. All that went down, lost my mind, was a prank. Y'all stop. It's like y'all be looking to just cut a bitch off quick. Damn, y'all just got here. Come on now.
Okay, so I guess everything that lady had said in the message was true though. The message we just read when she said guns was pulled out, the son told CPS everything that had happened, and you gonna sit up here telling me that lady don't know you or your story. It seems like she do know what the hell going on. But I'm not finna sit up here and fault you because they being played on your time, your patience, your heart, and everything else. I'm not finna uh-uh. I ain't got nothing to say. But okay, maybe you being on TikTok and social media was a little too much for him. I don't know. And then he decided to go out there and cheat or something. I don't know, girl. Wish you the best though. Hope it works out for Miss Ma'am. She gonna get her life together. As we talk about mental health, first of all, shout out to everybody in the chat. If you have not liked the video, please go ahead and like the video. As I pull up where we're about to go next with this conversation, and some of y'all probably already know. Okay. Whew. Y'all, this is where we finna go next with the situation here, okay? So just go ahead and make sure that you're liking up the video. I will give you guys time to hit the like button. Thank you. As we're talking about mental health, when is mental health month? Okay, let me look. Mental health month. Uh, oh, that's in May. Okay. All right. May people check their health and their mental every month. Okay. So shout out to our friends over there at No Skips Team. It's time to talk about Nicki. Know how much some of you guys hate that. So they're saying, according to Tasha, right, who appears to have a close relationship with Nicki Minaj, doctors are allegedly attempting to diagnose the rapper with schizophrenia and place her under a conservatorship. They're saying that Tasha made these claims during a conversation on X, where she discussed private details that Nicki allegedly shared with her about her current legal, personal battles. Right. So this is what's being alleged, right, about Nicki. Now, I did see a post over here on X, Twitter, where it looks like Tasha kind of talks
Um,
about it.
and that's another issue too. Y'all got to think like if when Nikki wasn't married and there was opportunity to get, when you think about doctors, and that's another thing that we're going to be unwinding here in the days to come, or maybe even weeks to come. So just stay tuned for all of this. But like, I asked a question. I think it was last night, and I was like, "Hey, what do all these people have in common? Michael Jackson and all of them, and they have doctors, and these doctors, diagnose them with certain things. Kanye West. I mean, it's even happening to Desiree Perez's daughter, Demery. How she not something that is like a conspiracy theory. This shit actually happens. But if they're able to separate Nikki and Kenny, that makes Nikki vulnerable because your husband event anything goes wrong. Michael wasn't married. Britney Spears was married, but of course they control all of that. And that's not what it is. It's like,
Okay, so bitch, I'm confused at this point. Okay. It seems like I don't know what the hell Nicki got. I don't know if Nicki actually had something or not. I know this is something that Cardi B mentioned when they were having their Twitter argument, and Cardi said the truth is, you've been diagnosed with that years ago. So if she's been diagnosed with that years ago, and then Tasha saying that she's about to be or they're trying to diagnose her with that, like, which one is it? Did she been diagnosed with it, or they trying to diagnose her with it? What's going on? And then how would they be trying to separate her and Kenny? Why, to get her money? Who is that? I don't know, bitch. I mean, I guess they could. I mean, if it's like a Wendy situation, when Wendy and Kevin separated from each other, her health and stuff did decline. And when it declined, she ended up going into that conservatorship. And I talked about it, and they tried to use her son as the excuse for it. And that just was not true. Whether people want to believe her son is just like his dad or not, it just wasn't fucking true. They were definitely trying to finesse Wendy, and now they are finessing her. And to back up, my thought process on that, I also did a full video on conservatorships, how they work, and how people have been taken advantage of. I believe one of the stories I covered was back. It was like, I think the story was from like Las Vegas, Nevada, or it could have been from Arizona, where this they had like it was like you had to get, I forgot what they call it, where you basically had to get, I guess, like a license or something to be like a in charge of somebody. I forgot the name of it. But this lady had like a full facility or whatever. She kidnapped this girl's parents or whatever, forced them into some type of home, and started to take advantage of their finances and shit. Starting to charge anything that they needed. They overcharged those people for the things that they need. If you need some pants, okay, the pants may be $20. We're gonna charge you 70, right? Racked up a bill, and that's how she was able to deplete the families wherever they had their money put at. And so once the daughter was able to finally find her parents and get access to them, she sued that bitch, and that hoe got her ass locked up. So shout out to them for that. Whereas on this coast, and more so up there in New York and stuff, it seems like a lot of the conservators are attorneys, right? Which is what Wendy Williams got. She's in a conservatorship, and this lady has been in charge of her money and stuff. And I'll never forget when Wendy's best friend said Wendy had all of this money. Even her husband said the same thing. She had all this bread. But when Wendy goes to ask the lady, Sabrina Mauricio, about her damn money, Sabrina talking about something, oh, you don't have any money. There is no money. Bitch, what you talking about? I had millions, ho. Where my money at? Yeah. Also, they threatened her son, put certain allegations out there about her son to make him seem like he was just this badass person that he wasn't. And they pretty much snatched away from him power of attorney over his own damn mama. Right. So I think it's going to be very difficult for Wendy to get out of her conservatorship, because they ass going to be exposed. And it's a lot of judges and attorneys, in my opinion, that have been working together and doing this for a very long periodical time. I also talked about other news stories where when you have a property like brownstones and stuff, these other people that took over responsibility and conservatorship over elder individuals, they would sell all of their belongings. Like this one lady sold this man's brownstone, had nothing to do with this brownstone, but you cleared out his home, sold the fucking brownstone, and made profit off of it. Insane. Another lady took over control over her mama. This, whatever it was, conservative took over control of the girl's mama. Girl ain't had no access to her mama, couldn't find her mama. When she finally found her mama after reaching out to the conservator for God knows how long. The lady finally told her, oh yeah, your mama passed last week. You can go pick her up from over here. Done. The way I would still be on that whole ass to this day. So yeah, conservatorships, they're crazy. But at the same time, I don't know what the fuck to believe at this point. I don't know if Nicki has this wholeheartedly, truly. A lot of people are saying she might, people that are in like that medical field are saying, like, I believe this is what she got. I don't know. This is what I've seen other people say. But I'm also at a place where, like, who would come online and validate shit that their op has said? It was the Amex situation, and then you got, and that Cardi mentioned, then you got Nicki pretty much validating that. Then now you're coming to the front talking about bipolar, schizophrenia, whatever. Same shit Cardi said You're valid. Like, it just don't sound right. So I'm like, damn. Like, what are we supposed to believe? Is this just for us to have sympathy for her? Is this supposed to be all going into some damn promo for this album that's coming? Because clearly it's being marketed 6 months ahead of time. Like, what's going on? Like, I don't know what she got. And then they keep saying they, the people, they. Like, who's after her? Who's after her? And what is the money if people trying to say that the lady broke? So what's going on? I don't know what's going on. Help is definitely damn needed. Help is needed. Should she ever have to go under a conservatorship, which would be absolutely insane, but who damn knows, right? Because I feel like Britney Spears has some erratic behavior, but I feel like her parents were always in control of Britney, so it was nothing with her behavior that was erratic. I feel like it was more so Britney rebelling, right? um Her dad ended up being in charge of that. I think that she got played and finessed by her dad just so they could continue to get coins up off her, you know. Wendy, why they did that to Wendy, I don't know why they did that to Wendy. I guess they saw an opportunity with Wendy. The moment she fell out after I think that divorce, and then she fell out on that Halloween episode or whatever, it's been downhill ever since. And yeah, I don't know. I guess that was a plan. And Kevin has been trying to somewhat, like, I feel, help her while also helping himself. But the woman that's over Wendy, she's not being cooperative. And if I was a judge, I would probably add some sanctions, or I would do something to her fucking ass. Because if he's demanding discovery for his case in an effort for it to move forward, and you're not producing that, we got a problem. Because what he's asking for is financial records that the woman is not willing to show. That's a problem. Where that lady money at? Right? And a lot of people that I've seen from the research I've done on conservatorships, like, once that money is depleted, it's done. The family have nothing. And I don't even know if you'll be successful if you sue. This one lady was able to be successful for her parents, but they sued, and I think they were awarded like $9 or $10 million. The lady went to prison. So I don't know if the lady that took her parents and stuff, I don't know if they ever got that damn money back. But they sued her. But being that things over here in the New York area and stuff is more so tied to and linked to like attorneys and stuff, I don't know if they would be able to get anything, but I think they still should try. In my part, I would still try to see what you can get. But that's the narrative that's being put out there about Nicki. And I don't know if Nicki really wants this information out or not. Like, do you want this out? For me, it didn't come from Nicki directly, so I don't know if it's actual factual, right? And if I am a person that's still about to produce an album, so that's why I'm like, are you putting this out here for people to feel sorry for her to go and stream her music when her music's going to be streamed anyway? It's still going to do good anyway. I'm just a little confused as to why this information is coming out. Is it coming out to protect her? Like, I feel like Nicki has said so much online on her own on Twitter that she can speak on her own situation and let people know. If you feel like people have been tapping into your phone, tapping into this, calling folks and swatting my house, then she could come to the front and say that they trying to diagnose me with schizophrenia. Why is a third party saying this when you can say it out your own mouth? Like, I'm just confused and not gonna hold you. She said so much about others. Why would she not say that about herself? So now I'm questioning, is that really true? Does she really have that? Does she not? What's going on? I feel like I question if she would even want this information out there if she was seeking to work on some brand deals or partnerships or whatever the case is, and they may bring this to her and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, these things are being said about you. Like, I don't know, like, should there be some cause for concern? Or it could be a situation where we not gonna come in front you on it. We just gonna put a hard stop on it. From the different things that's led up to this moment, you said this and that about certain people. You talked about a child. You've done this and that. Now we're learning from other people that you could possibly have bipolar and schizophrenia. We're gonna put a hard stop on this. Like, I just wouldn't think she would want that really out, but I'm confused. Right? Just like I wasn't sure if she wanted the screenshot out there. I mean, I don't fault Tasha for putting it out. 'Cause I probably do the same. Like, I ain't making no shit up on you. I got this from her. This I got it. Here's the screenshot to back up that. Okay, so you go talk to her about that. Okay, I just put it out. Don't be trying to come for me. I get that, but did she want that out? Right? So I don't know. I mean, the fact that Nicki has unfollowed girls for the smallest of things, you know what I'm saying? And if she hasn't unfollowed Tasha for, this statement, she hasn't unfollowed Tasha for putting that screenshot out, then Tasha might be telling the truth on her. She might be telling exactly what Nicki said. Because you've unfollowed people for less. So if they're putting this out there, why wouldn't you just like, you gotta go. Let me unfollow her. So I don't know. It's very weird. This is actually extremely sad in my personal. I would hate to see it to me, a little bit, okay? I would hate to see this woman in a conservatorship knowing that she has a child. If this woman was put into a conservatorship and she has a child, who's going to get custody of that baby? Who's going to raise that kid? I guess the dad, right? But I guess as long as they are together, you know. But see, here's the thing though. I think Tasha said something like they're trying to split these two apart. I don't know what she said. Let me see.
Your signator on all of your accounts. In the event anything goes, your husband is your signator on all of your accounts. In the event anything goes wrong. Michael wasn't married. Britney Spears was married, but of course they control all of that. And so the mere fact that all these narratives are out about Kenny stealing this to buy chains and buy that, that's not what it is. It's like, they got doctors that are giving out these theory. This shit actually happens. But if they're able to separate Nicki and Kenny, that makes Nicki vulnerable because
Now that part, for me, I would agree with, and the reason why is because, for me, Wendy Williams did become vulnerable when she no longer had her husband Kelvin there, right? And then a narrative was put out there about her son that a lot of people believed. A lot of people ate that up and wanted to be like, oh, he's just like his dad. And what rich parent is not going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a kid? Like, come on now. What rich parent not going to make their kids an authorized user on their card? Like, people was just eating it up. And I'm like, nah, that's not what it is. And even when Kevin tried to call out a situation, they tried to say that Kelvin was calling Wendy's sister a liar or something it was. And I'm like, y'all are misunderstanding his information for whatever narrative. Like, people were just so wrong. But all in all, I don't know what the fuck going on. I don't know what the hell going on. I don't know if there is. Can mental situations get people out of a certain like debt or anything? I don't know if Nicki has any debt, but I'm just wondering like what's going on? Like, is this actually true? Is it not true? But I feel like I'm wondering just because see, wasn't Britney Spears married to Kevin? And she still went into a conservatorship, I thought, or was she already in that conservatorship before she married Kevin and had them kids? I can't remember. Y'all let me know in the comments. Because some part of me feel like if they want your ass in a conservatorship, honestly, it's nothing about splitting Nicki up from her husband. It's nothing for them to do that. To me, that's my opinion, right? That is nothing for them to split both of their ass up. He has a criminal history to where they can try and use some of that against him to disqualify him for certain things. So if they want her in one, I feel like it won't be shit for them to try and make that happen. But it's like it's crazy. It's just this is just sad. This is sad. This is sad. Social users have recently speculated about Nicki's behavior online, pointing to several viral moments, including one where she made disturbing comments about Cardi B's daughter. Many have suggested that her actions could indicate deeper mental health issues, but others believe this is a part of a larger smear campaign against her. What's the smear campaign that's against her? The things that she said online. So y'all are saying that she now is bipolar potentially and has schizophrenia allegedly and bipolar allegedly in an effort to justify things that's being said online. Y'all don't think that some of that also affects her too? I feel like that's also a part of a smear campaign. To me, if she does not have those things, right? Some people may be feeling like, oh, we're going to use this as a way to defend her and say she's just being erratic like this because she has these mental conditions. But also, it could still be used against her. Like, we don't know if you're safe. We don't think you're a person that's safe to work with because you have this type of behavior that could affect us and our company at any moment. Like, this is terrible. This is actually sad. Like, y'all, I don't know. It's just sad. I don't. So Britney Spears was married to Kevin at the time that she ended up getting that conservatorship that I don't think he had much access to, but he still received whatever money he was supposed to receive as far as child support, which is also interesting because Wendy Williams agreed to a certain amount of spousal support for Kelvin Hunter, her ex-husband, to get. The fact that they cut off his payments after it was already agreed upon before they took over control of her affairs, they were wrong for that, in all honesty, whether people like it or not, because Wendy agreed to that. So he still should be receiving the money. He still should be receiving that money, although there is a conservatorship in place, right? But the fact that the woman is not showing the financial records of Wendy's leaves me to believe that y'all done tapped into that lady money like that. And then for y'all to sit up there and sell her one of her condos, I will hope she got more money off of it, but then want to sit up there and bring Lifetime and AMC to court because they felt like Wendy didn't get enough money off of, or she was exploited or whatever on that television show when they did a Wendy, what, like last year, I think it was, could have been early February or something like that when they did that show. Nah, they did that show to expose you, motherfuckers. That's why this show happened. And Miss Sabrina didn't like how it was portraying her. The way AMC and Lifetime was tagging her ass in that lawsuit, okay, let her know, like, nah, you just don't like how I made you look. But that we recorded the real deal, right? And that's when I think the judge threw out, if not the whole lawsuit, part of it, and was like, no, that's a part of their First Amendment. Like, you can't come up against them because you don't like how it made you look. I said, I know that's fucking right, Judge. But yeah, it could be some real sketchy SHI going on. I don't know if that necessarily applies to Nicki's situation. At this point, I question everything. I question whether it's true. And how this can affect her on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, let's use this as an excuse. But then also, if that is the case, you're not safe to work with. Or if they're carrying this conversation for some type of promo, as if she really don't even need no damn promo for real. When her album about to drop and she announced it in a few months ahead. So I don't know what's going on. But this shit's sad as hell. I can't believe we having these type of conversations. Who had a conservator before? Nicki had a conservator before? Keon? Not Nicki, right? You might be talking about Wendy or Brittany. I think you're talking about Brittany. Brittany had the conservator before she married Kevin. I think that's what Keon was saying. Not that Nicki had one. But yeah, I can't believe these are the conversations we're having. But we had to talk about that real quick because it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, some stuff do be a little weird though over there when she be on spaces and stuff. I know people say she talking riddles and stuff, and I'm like, sometimes these are not riddles. Okay? Sometimes it's not riddles. It's just sometimes it's just weird. It's just weird. And I hate that for her a lot, for real. What else did I want to get into real quick? Let's see. What else did I have on my list? Okay, yes. Let's talk about Dr. Wendy Osefo real quick. Y'all know Dr. Wendy Osefo and her husband ended up getting arrested for insurance fraud. Yeah, sadly. They were arrested for insurance fraud, and recently they both came to social media to like give a statement. And I want to get that post up of the statements that they made. So let's get this up, right? So Dr. Wendy and that husband child, they trying to move forward. Even though Dr. Wendy resigned, she according to her from the job, the professor position that she had at Westland. Um and even though they got all these charges on them and the police believe that they faked a burglary, right? So Wendy came through and says, and through it all, God remains faithful. Thank you for the outpouring of love, support, and prayers for myself, and most importantly, my family during this time. We are forever grateful. So that's what Dr. Wendy said, looking good in her what is it, Preakness outfit that she wore during the to Real Housewives of Potomac episode. I thought that was a really cute fit she had on. But Wendy, that purple outfit you wore, girl, I said hell no. If you don't go somewhere. And then of course Eddie put a post up of his family saying, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will make your path straight." So they have come out and I already know what y'all thinking. Guys somewhere like, now why am I in it? They put the Lord in it. And hopefully the Lord sees them through this situation. Okay. So that's that. And another thing I want to get into real quick is Turkey Leg Hut. This is crazy here. Let me show y'all this screen. I'm not sure if y'all familiar with this lady here. I think her name is Nakia Holmes of Turkey Leg Hut. Turkey Leg Hut over there in, what is it, Houston? Y'all got too much going on. Like, I know it's closed down from my understanding. Um her husband or her ex-husband had got caught up in some stuff. Right. When I first learned about Turkey Leg Hut, it was like what, 2021, I think, when they tried to have the audacity to enforce the dress code over there for whatever reason. And then after that, different stuff started to happen. Okay. Different stuff started happening with like fraud and stuff. The husband getting in trouble, getting arrested for arson and things like that. It's just been a lot. Now she done found herself caught up in a situation because they're saying that she was assisting somebody that pretty much harmed another woman. Like, she was hiding a suspect in so many words. So I want to get into what they're saying. They said after closing down a restaurant embroiled in a scandal, the owner of Houston establishment Turkey Leg Hut, Nakia Holmes, is facing criminal charges unrelated to her business. They're saying Holmes was arrested by Harris County Police on Wednesday and charged with hindering the arrest of an aggravated kidnapping suspect named Jonathan Sazon. Now, I don't know who this man is to her. I hope this is not her boo thing. Now, I do question whether or not she knew what all was really going on. Because maybe he just came to the house and just was on some, like, hey man, can I stay tonight? I just need a place to stay, whatever like that. I mean, maybe she didn't know about the actual situation, or maybe he could have told her he already had that fully resolved and needed a place to stay or something. I don't know. But they're saying, according to court documents, they're saying Sazon was arrested while reportedly trying to escape police at Holmes' home. A caller told police that his mother was at the hospital after being severely beaten by his stepfather. Ooh, ooh, let me see if I got that. And this was a very pretty girl. Let me see. So it's definitely giving a piece of a trigger warning for you guys. All right. Just a little piece here. And so this is the guy. This is the woman. All right. Trigger warning for thee. Okay. This was her before. Very, very beautiful girl. And I think that he should get all the time in the world. I can imagine the swelling that she has on her brain. And then you sitting over there having this man in your damn house. I would love to know the details as to why you had this man in your crib like that. What was that about? Are you smashing him too? Or was this like a relative or something? Like, what was it? Did you know the extent of her injuries or how far things went? Or did you not know anything about it and he just came to your house, you just let him stay there, didn't know he got into an altercation, completely oblivious of everything that was going on, and then found out later on that the boy reported this to the police and now they on the search for him. Let me tell y'all something. In my personal, and more details will come out, right? I wasn't there, I don't know. But in my personal, I feel like you cannot harm a person like that and not expect it to make the news along with some type of photo of you because they're looking for you. Like I mean, that's my assumption. I don't live in Houston, so I don't know what was being circulated out there, but that's what I would think. Maybe, right? That they're looking for you because now you're a danger. I would want to believe that she may have saw that. I feel like if you have a Facebook, if you're on social media, I feel like somebody would have been talking about that down your timeline about this guy. But maybe not. It could have been a season where she decided to take a complete break from social media. Who knows? And was completely oblivious to this, didn't know nothing, and only know and went off of what he told her. I don't know. But I also feel like them knuckles could have been busted up. So yeah. Uh-uh. But they go on to say a caller called the police. Okay. Called told the police that his mother was at the hospital. She was beat up. Right. They're saying the victim was an ex-girlfriend of Sazon, who said he came to her house to pick up some belongings and held her against her will for 6 hours and assaulted her. Okay. She said he beat her with a tire iron and forced her into his car, later dropping her off at the hospital after she promised not to call the police. Deputy said that Sazon's ex-girlfriend had lacerations on her face, staples in her head, and stitches on her toes from biting. Sazon was already on bond for prior charges. Insane. Insane. Authorities believe Holmes was hiding Sazon in her home when officers stopped her while she was driving from her house. She denied knowing the man. Girl, not you done denied knowing the man. You just don't give a damn about your reputation. I guess in Turkey Leg Cut then I already tore it down, so you just don't give a fuck. You just gonna let it just take the rest of the piece of reputation you already got, huh? That's crazy. And you talk about you don't know this man? Insane. Insane. The deputies continued questioning her and then were alerted that Sazon was seen trying to escape from her house by jumping over her back fence. Both of their exes got arrested. Girl, you cannot make this type of up. And then I believe her attorney tried to say that she'll be vindicated once all of this is said and done. Child, go ahead on. That's crazy. Let me see if is this it? Let me see if this it right here.
My client is innocent. We are confident that when all of this plays out, she will be found innocent of all the charges and will be exonerated.
The former co-owner of the Turkey Leg Hut appearing in a Harris County courtroom Friday morning. Police arrested Nakia Holmes Wednesday. She's currently facing a felony of hindering apprehension charge for allegedly hiding Jonathan Sazon from police. Court records say Holmes let him stay at her house in Cyprus while there was a warrant out for his arrest for aggravated kidnapping. Investigators say earlier this month, Sazon kidnapped his ex-girlfriend and beat her several hours, including with a tire iron.
So listen, my client is innocent.
Ooh.
We are.
Well, that's crazy. Mm-mm. That's crazy. And he had similar charges, or he was just out on bond for previous charges. I'm wondering if the previous charges were connected to the girlfriend. Because if it were, then why would y'all then like let him out? Like y'all just be doing they just be doing whatever they want, honey. They just be doing whatever they want. Just like a situation here in Georgia. I think it was over in Mableton. And this black lady had went missing. I think her son found her car in like in an Aldi's parking lot or something. She was dating this guy who also was like out on bond, from my understanding, for like kidnapping or something. He was out on bond, but this lady was dating this guy. She went missing. Her son found her car in the Aldi's parking lot. Eventually, they caught up with the man. He was already, I think, like a suspect, but he ended up confessing to kidnapping her and unaliving her and burying her body somewhere in Atlanta. And he told them where to go. They went and recovered her body. And it's just a completely sad ass situation. When had y'all kept him locked up for kidnapping, he would have never been out to go and harm somebody else. Therefore, moving forward to actually not just kidnap her, but unalive her. That's crazy. So, these folks here, it's just a lot going on. Um, I see somebody mention the young lady, Kata Scott. I think that's how you say her name. She was out there in Philly. She went missing. She was a 23-year-old girl. I'm gonna try to look at that story because I believe they ended up finding her. They ended up. So what they were saying was that she was at a school or something, and she hopped in a vehicle with some other friends or with some people. And I don't think she expected to be in the car long, but it took a different turn. And I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it real quick. So they are saying that her remains ended up being found. Oh, that's sad. And I think this family been looking for this girl for a few weeks. They've been looking for her for a few weeks. So they're saying that she went missing on October 4th. They're saying that her family saw her around 9:45 p.m. Let me get an image of her face over here for y'all real quick so y'all can see what this young lady looked like. All right. So this is Kata Scott, 23 years old when she went missing earlier in the month. Last time the family saw her was that night, on near their home. They said she never finished her shift. Police said that she drove to work and parked her car there, but she didn't leave in her vehicle. The car was found by police in the parking lot of the nursing home after she was reported missing. Prior to her disappearance, Scott had complained that someone had been harassing her through her phone. And that's what the investigators said. Police said they haven't seen any cell phone activity from Scott since she went missing, right? So sad. So sad. They're saying October 10th, investigators searched through the Aubrey and in Philadelphia's Germantown neighborhood, and they did not find her, but they did identify a suspect, right? And the guy name was Keon King, and he surrendered to the police. Police then announced King's arrest during a press conference on Wednesday. They then released surveillance photos of King's vehicle, which they believe Scott was inside of at that point. And later on Wednesday, police responded to a vacant middle school. After receiving a tip. Then later Wednesday afternoon, police received another tip and responded to Gipsy Lane condominiums. That's where they found the Toyota Camry in the parking lot. And this guy's family lived in that complex. So now they're saying that they have found her remains. Let me see if this will let us get into it.
That the remains found in a shallow grave yesterday belonged to Kata Scott. She went missing after heading to work over 2 weeks ago. Today, a memorial is growing in her honor. NBC 10's Johnny Archer is at police headquarters with the latest on the investigation.
Why, though?
Right now, we're outside the Philadelphia Medical Examiner's office where they have been working to identify that body that was found yesterday. And tonight, our NBC 10 investigators have learned through their sources that body was Kata Scott.
It was just sad.
People living near East Germantown reacting after human remains were found behind Ada Lewis Middle School. On Sunday, two sources familiar with the investigation tell NBC 10 investigators that the remains have been identified as Kata Scott using DNA evidence.
I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't even know what to say. I'm just seriously in shock.
On Saturday, police found the remains behind the vacant school after they say they received a tip in connection to Scott's disappearance. The 23-year-old was last seen at work about 2 weeks ago in Chestnut Hill.
I have a 23-year-old daughter who works 5 minutes away from where this lady works at, same community. And it's just, devastating for something like this to happen.
Since the remains were found, public officials, including Philadelphia's mayor and council president, have expressed support for Scott's family. There's also a growing wave of community support as well. Today, people placed flowers in front of the old vacant school. But on Sunday, council member Cindy Bass posted on social media a letter to the school district superintendent asking the district to demolish the school, citing community concerns about dangers there.
It seems like the world has gotten so hard, but it is people out here who have empathy and care, that care about people.
Now, earlier tonight, we saw members of the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office at the home of Kata Scott's family. We know the District Attorney's Office has filed charges against Keon King, who's been arrested in connection to the disappearance of Kata Scott. At the Philadelphia Medical Examiner's Office, Johnny Archer, NBC.
I need to know, why would he do something like that? Girl, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That is just, girl. I'm glad they went ahead and snatched his ass up. Because I'm trying to figure out, what is the connection to her at all? Why was you there? What was the reason for her being in the car? Was he the only person there, or were there other people in the vehicle? Was other people involved in this situation? I'm sure all of those details will come out over time, but definitely sending love and prayers over to her family. That's sad. Saw your baby October 4th, 9 o'clock that night, almost 10, and didn't see her again, only to find out that she's gone. Like, man, y'all gotta, come on now. Come on now. It's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot. Let's see. I'm going to, where are we? So it's 12:30. I think that, so now for the people, I'm trying to see how I want to do this. I'm trying to see. Oh, he's kidnapped somebody before? That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me see, guys. I think I am going to do this. Let me get my stuff together real quick over here. And I think that I am. Let's see. I'm trying to see how I want to do it. I'm thinking. Make sure you guys are liking up the video at this time. If you have yet to do so, go ahead and like the video for me. And I'm trying to see, do I want to do it now, or do I want to wait? So what time we got? We at 12:30. I may end it here. I think I'm gonna end it here. Guys. Okay. So I thank you guys for being here. I'm going to go ahead and get up out the building. Definitely like up the video if you have yet to like up the video. I think we talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. I was going to get into Real Housewives of Potomac, but I think I'm going to say that for another time. And yeah, we'll do that at another time. So make sure your notification bells are on. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.
I preach to the choir, stand with my feet to the fire, give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a praxis. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to climb.